This is Roger Stone for American Sovereign Bullion. Since 2020, the U.S. dollar has lost over 20% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold continues to rise. Call 844-272-2428 or go to asbgold.com now to get your free gold and silver guide and learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver delivered to your door or held in a gold IRA today. So go to asbgold.com now. Don't wait for the markets to drop. That's asbgold.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning. Well, this is Steve Cates. A lot of things are happening this week. Dr. Sky, what the heck? I mean, that Artemis looks beautiful.
It does, John. Good morning. Happy Easter. Happy Passover. And the mission continues to go well, except they had a small problem with their toilet. And that's another story, but apparently now that has been fixed. So, John, we talk about some of these great mysteries. You and I were talking a few weeks ago about what's going on with the Egyptian pyramids. John, new evidence shows that there may be a duplicate Great Sphinx of Giza underneath the current Sphinx with hidden tunnels and so much more. That was detected from satellite imaging deep down there in the earth. And here's what's interesting. That particular big, great monument, the Great Sphinx of Giza, was actually built during the reign of Khufu. That's around 2,550 years BC ago. That's a long time. So the Sphinx and all the other things around Egypt are just amazing. But here's some of the myths, John, really quickly. Apparently, people believe that slaves built the pyramids. But according to reliable sources in Egyptology, they did not. There were some serious so-called engineers and skilled workers. How about this? The original pyramids, John, were polished limestone, so they glowed white. Over the years, of course, things changed. Inside, temperatures were constant, 68 degrees. They're aligned, that is, the pyramids, many of them, with the three belt stars of Orion. And those granite blocks, John, were up to 80 tons. Totally amazing story.
It is impossible for Jewish slaves, black slaves, any kind of slaves to move those kind of stones. And
Yes.
There's a secret that we don't know yet.
Absolutely. And we're going to continue to report on it. And don't forget, folks, there's a major total eclipse of the sun, John, right down in the central part of Egypt near the pyramids in August of 2027, the longest on Earth. But we end off, John, always with the great mystery of the week. And here's something closer to home for many. What's so special about Grand Central Terminal in New York City? John, believe it or not, it's slightly radioactive. Now, that sounds incredible. How is that so?
Where'd it come from?
Well, it's built mostly, John, of granite. And that granite, over the years, and this was built a long time ago, gives off slight doses of radiation, not to worry. About 360 millirems is what probably people can experience during a year. Those rocks in that beautiful, beautiful piece of architecture gives off about 120 millirems. That's not dangerous, but John, there's something even more amazing. As you've done, and many people, if they haven't seen it, you stand in the Grand Terminal and look up. Did you know there's a great star chart and map of the heavens? But John, they got it backwards in so many ways, and they never changed it. But what the heck, John? It's still the most beautiful monument to the history of New York City, built on 48 acres since 1913. So slightly radioactive because of granite and rock.
They got the stars wrong. Is it something? It must be the same guys that put in the word the Verrazano Bridge on the Verrazano Bridge, that they spelled Verrazano wrong.
There you go, John. And on the
It really happened.
Memorial, I believe you.
And they didn't find out till like 20 years later.
Absolutely. And on the Lincoln Memorial, changing subjects quickly, some of the lettering on the Lincoln Memorial, there's one word, and I don't know, people will have to look it up, that is actually spelled wrong, and it still continues to be an enigma. But the beauty of Grand Central Terminal, I used to visit it when I was a child. I looked up, and they used to have the stars that had little light bulbs in them. But either way, John, it's just beautiful, and it does have slight radioactivity, but nothing to be fearful of.
Steve Cates, happy Easter. Enjoy with your family. And I'll tell you, let's pray for the world, and let's pray for our astronauts that they have returned safely.
Absolutely, John. Happy Easter, happy Passover, and the beat goes on to keep our eyes and minds on the
Thank you so
mysteries of the
much.
universe. Thank you.
Listen to this podcast now
on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.